Welcome to today's Card Thoughts. And today I'm going to talk about some upcoming travel redemptions just to kind of show what kind of redemptions and outsized value we can get in this credit card game if you're smart about how you do redemptions. So please hit the like and subscribe button and hang on as we go through this great European business class redemption. All right, in the next few months, my player two and myself, we're going to be taking a big European vacation for about 10 or 12 days. And when we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to position in New York City. We're going to take business class flights over. We're going to stay for a little while in one city in Europe and then go to another city in Europe and then fly back in business class to New York and then come back to our home. So how we did this is, first of all, we're positioning to New York City with American Airlines. And those tickets were about 45,000 points a piece. And, you know, that's like $11 in fees on top of that. So I won't even factor that into this. And then we're staying one night in New York City before our flight leaves out the next day to Europe. And that night I used my Capital One travel certificate, the $300 certificate you get with Capital One, or reduction or discount, however you want to say it. And the room at the airport there at the Hilton was about $250, so it didn't quite use up the whole certificate. And then the next day we're boarding Turkish business class. We're flying through Istanbul, and I got those before they kind of tweaked their program. And so those two business class flights on probably the best European business class is only 45,000 points apiece. So a total of 90,000 points. And we got those by transferring them over from Capital One. So that was 90,000 points. And to me, that is just a credible value for a flight that's well over $3,000 a piece. So a great redemption there. Now, when we get to our destination, we're going to stay in kind of a boutique hotel. And that one, I didn't have any points that could be used for it. Well, I suppose I could have went through a travel portal. But what I did is I went through the city travel portal with my City Prestige card that provides a solid fourth night free twice a year. So I was able to get 4 nights for the price of 3, and that cost a little bit less than $600. So that's kind of the one redemption on this trip where I'm actually paying outright. But even there, I got a 4th night free on that 4-night hotel stay. From there, we're going to fly on Iberia in economy class to our second destination in Europe. It's just a short flight, so we thought economy class would be fine. It was around 15,000 points a piece. I transferred them over either from Cap One, American Express, or perhaps it was City. I don't remember which one. But we're going to fly that economy class flight to our second destination. At our second destination, we're staying 2 nights, and we're doing that through Hilton points. So we're staying in a Hilton. It has an executive lounge. We're diamond status, so it's going to be a fun time. And that was about 40,000 points a night, so 80,000 Hilton points. And then on the last day of our trip, we're getting up, we're boarding an Iberia business class flight back to the United States to JFK. And that one only cost 34,000 British Airways points that I transferred over. And so we're flying both directions in business class, over on Turkish, flying back on Iberia. Then when we get back, we have 1 night at JFK. We're going to stay in the Hyatt there close to the airport, used a free night certificate for that. And then we'll board the second part of our positioning flights that we bought round trip to fly back to our home airport. So that's our total trip. Now, for the totals, when it comes to what all this comes out to, and remember, we're going to 2 destinations. We're staying in 4 different hotels. We're flying business class over, business class back, 1 economy class in between, and then positioning flights. So when we add it all up, this is how it breaks down. The business class flights are 148,000 points total for both the flight over and the flight back on Turkish and on Iberia. The economy class flight is 30,000 points to kind of get us from one city to another while we're in Europe. Our positioning flights were about 45,000 points on American Airlines points. And then last but not least, we have 80,000 that we redeemed of Hilton points for those 2 nights at that great Hilton with an executive lounge at our second destination. So the total comes out to around 303,000 points for this vacation. Now there's a little bit of extras that were added there. One hotel, I used the Capital One credit that you get with the card. So there's that. That was about $250 of credit. And then also we used one free night Hyatt free night certificate on one of our positioning legs coming back. And then we spent a little bit less than $600 on the one hotel. So total, we got about 303,000 points. We've got a little bit of travel credit, one free night certificate, and around $600. So to me, that's a pretty good redemption value for a high level, luxurious type of vacation over to Europe. Now, we're going to be going on this in a few months from now. So I'll be posting afterwards some different reviews of both Turkish Airlines, Iberia, some of our hotels, some of the different lounges we plan to stay in along the way. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that. Let me know about some of the great redemptions you've made. And I just love to hear about how people can get outsized value. So thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time.